Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. This is essential for both teams in the conference standings. While they have done well so far, they're both undefeated in league play. This will be the difference maker. Everybody having eyes on Indianapolis, the Big Ten champs will be backs against the wall. Whoever wins this game has the lead in the league and can make a huge statement come December. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Terrapins will kick off first, and here we go. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cornhuskers offense will have the opening possession of the game. We get our first look at Anthony Calandria. He's an off-season acquisition from UNLV. Right on target last time out, completing better than 70% and a 300-yard day. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Go.
Fine play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Terrapins offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you can make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Right back to him on the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back, getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles, and now you're set up pretty good. 3rd and medium, probably a passing situation. Nice physicality by this defense.
Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The run inside. It's Smith. Maybe a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And it looks as if this one's going to... into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give is to Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Escapes the pressure to his right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Gets the back moving. Taken in by Smith on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Terrapins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air, it's Washington. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Quarterback making checks. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Off the play fake on first down. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. On target. That makes the catch, and he's free. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Running inside. It's Williams. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Out of the backfield, he's open. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Smith takes the handoff. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. The run inside. It's Smith. Could be an alley. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Dalton. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. The give on the option. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The Terrapins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looks as if he's going to run it. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Back to pass. It's Washington. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Inside the 40. He's at the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
How about the big defensive lineman showing off them sweet feet? Great job scooping up the football. They cause a fumble. The big man scoops up, and you know what? You can't even tell the difference. Is that a tailback or is that a defensive lineman? That's how athletic defensive linemen are. Don't look at it like that.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Well, the running back really...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A strike downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 22 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Cornhuskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with the Maryland head coach coming out of the locker room. This is exactly what he expected from two undefeated teams, very closely matched opponents, and that's exactly how it played out in the first half. But he believes his team is better, and they can make some noise here to start the second half. I'll let you know on how things are developing here on his sideline as the game goes on. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Got a little grass. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll go right back to it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once, like they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in.
Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! A A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Number 34, set to advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Under fire. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism. He's got length. He's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Let's see what he can do with it. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure coming. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
Running inside, it's Dalton.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Back to pass, it's Washington. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Dalton. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw.
There's some room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option, the keeper. Following that last play, there is an injured Cornhusker who is still on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Howie Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The option look. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, it's Dalton. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. They go right back to him. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
And the extra point is good.
Number 34, set to kick this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Fighting off the defender. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
To the air, it's Calandria. Quickly to the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And the Huskers in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. They've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Snagged out of the air.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Gets it out fast. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw it. Got his man in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Back to throw. It's Calandria. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Huskers have it with a first and goal. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Huskers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play